We all know Greek mythology has had a major resurgence lately. From Epic the Musical, to Nolan's upcoming Odyssey movie, to the incredible popularity of Hades 2, it's like we just can't seem to escape it. Unfortunately for all of you, I plan on throwing my own adaptational hat into the Greek mythology ring, starting off with a couple designs for the primary characters of my tale. But first, the concept. Underworld Blues is a detective RPG where you play as Thanatos, the world's most amnesiac little Greek god of death, as she tries to figure out what happened to her memories, her powers, and, perhaps most importantly, her disastrous love life. Along the way, you'll contend with cocky gods, genius nemeses, and the fact that one of your two allies seems to hate your guts. The game is goddamn afoot, emphasis on the damned god. Here in blue we have Thanatos, and in red, Vermilion Wraith, also known as the Phoenix, and better known as the aforementioned ally who hates you. The left versions of the duo's designs are their outfits from ancient Greece. As Underworld Blues centers around regaining Thanatos' memories, flashbacks to her life in that time help propel the narrative. While I did research ancient Greek clothing when originally coming up with these designs, both outfits are purposefully a little anachronistic. Rule of cool, you know? I figure gods and fantastical beings are a little ahead of mortals when it comes to fashion. That being said, I did make Thanatos' robe a little shorter than Vermilion's to reflect how she's the more masc-presenting of the two, as men in ancient Greece were prone to wearing shorter garments than women, and I wanted to reflect Than's gender identity at least a little in her fashion sense. Vermilion, on the other hand, is sporting a great deal of gold jewelry, which was not only popular back in the day, but, as with today, a sign of wealth and status. All that gold helps project an aura of power, which Vermilion likes to cultivate as someone who doesn't like to be messed with. On the right, we have their modern-day designs. Now, I'm not going to spoil why the time skip happens. You'll have to play the game and figure that out yourself. But most of Underworld Blues does take place in the present day, and as such, both Thanatos and Vermilion need outfits that fit into the time. Without giving too much away, I'd like to highlight how Thanatos' outfit is a lot warmer than Vermilion's. Even glossing over her heavy trench coat, she wears long pants and a wool turtleneck tank cinched with a corset. This is in pretty stark contrast to her breezy fit from before. Vermilion, on the other hand, dresses slightly more masculine here than she did in ancient Greece. While she wants to maintain her femininity, in the modern day she usually wears a human glamour that disguises her wings, ears, and talons. She can't rely on being perceived as powerful due to her species anymore, and as such, she now turns to a more masculine fashion sense to lend herself gravitas. And here we are with the finished outfits. Let me know down below which of the fits you prefer, and if you'd like to see me draw these two in any other kinds of looks. Also, comment what more you'd want to hear about Underworld Blues as a concept. Believe me, I have a lot more on these two and their world that I'd love to dive further into. All that being said, I think it's about time I wrap this video up. Stay weird, stay wonderful, and stay wondering. Thanks for watching. Sats out.